Hello squad, I want to talk a little bit about home. Your home is your fortress. There should be no other place in the world where you feel more comfortable than within the confines of your home, where it is permissible to be in the white, Cooper's Color Code. Now, my rule of thumb, in my home, I always back in the driveway. Cars are always backed in. Cars are always in the driveway, never less than 3/4 of a tank. You want to make your home less attractive to rob than your neighbor's home. People get robbed because other people know that they have stuff, or it is just a matter of happenstance. Most home invasions happen right through the front door, whether intentional or unintentional, which we need to discuss. In my home also, I have installed security cameras, so you can see one right in there somewhere, boop, boop, boop. And then on each corner, I have lights. So lights are covering areas of dead space. The cameras cover everything that I cannot see from my easy chair. So the chair that I chill in at night, wherever I can't see, or likely avenues of approach, areas of defilade, are all covered. They're all covered by the cameras, and there is a monitor down below my flat screen TV that shows all 4 sections, whatever those cameras are covering, because I have 4 of them around the perimeter of my home. Now, the name brand, I think it's Smonet. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but relatively inexpensive and pretty easy to install. Great peace of mind knowing that not only can I see those areas of dead space, but I also bought a hard drive so that I can record everything, because if somebody takes my stuff, I want to be able to get my stuff back. All right. Consider when in your home, let's say in your bedroom at night, you should have a plan in place in the event something goes bump in the night. We don't plan to fail, but we fail to plan, and when we do, we get experience. And experience is something we get shortly after we need it. So even a half-ass plan is better than no plan at all. And you should let your family be aware of your plans, your emergency degress plans, or whatever they may be. It's a good idea. Don't do it when your family's home, but dry fire your home at some point. Walk through and cover or clear your home as if something went bump in the night and you were investigating. You want to make sure that you identify certain walls as no-shoot walls. For instance, if your PC is beyond a certain wall, you don't want to end up with collateral damage or hurt a member of your family in the event you had to take a shot inside of your home. So always keep those in mind too. Also know which wall is opposite your flat screen TV, because you don't want to shoot that thing either. Now, when it comes to home defense weapons, I say whatever one you are most comfortable with. The one you can employ and deploy most effectively and efficiently. I have a pistol and a 9mm rifle at my bedside, right by my bedside. My wife is trained as well, so she is my 2IC. She is my second in charge in the event something goes bad. All right, now, something goes bump in the night. There's a time to investigate, and there is a time to go into Plan B mode, or calling the authorities. You don't want to run all sua sponte to the OBG hoping to get your blaze on if somebody comes in, and leave your PC or your precious cargo unsecured. So you got to have those plans in place. What I like to do is draw lines of delineation, lines that I will not cross. And these are typically threshold rules. At that line of delineation, I am going to call the police. I am going to be armed with my flashlight, just so happens to be attached to my gun. Boom, 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 boom. And I am going to announce to the would-be perp that I have a gun. I just called the police. Exit the same way you came out. If your PC is in a different portion of your house, you have to have that in part of your plan as well, to make sure that you get to that chunk of real estate and lock it down, and have your 2IC secure the other side of your home, but you have to lock down that real estate. See, a lot of home invasions are If they're not planned out, and if they're planned out, somebody knows what you got. If they're not planned out, it's happenstance, and they're smash and grabs, and it's just punks looking for a sandwich and some prescription meds. One of the things you make sure that you have to make sure that you practice both physically and in your head is that you can't assume that during a home invasion you're going to go out guns blazing and start shooting. Imagine if somebody invaded your home, you went out, saw somebody there silhouetted, and you shot them, and now it's a teenage kid who thought that your home was his friend's house 2 houses over. Now you have to live with that. Or imagine that it's your neighbor sleepwalking on Ambien, which has happened to a friend of mine. Home invasion. He came down, guns ready to light somebody up. Identified him, was able to discern and discriminate, and did not take the shot because he saw that it was his neighbor who was sleepwalking on Ambien. So you got to have those plans in place. It's also good to know the law of the land, know the law of your state, what that state is, your castle law, your threshold law, all those laws. Understand those and make your home your castle, because once again, there should be no place on earth where you feel more secure than within the confines of your home. Before I enter my home, when I'm coming home from somewhere, I always do a security halt, stop, look, listen, feel. Just check out the sights and sounds of the battlefield. No, I'm not crazy, nor am I paranoid. I just like to be prepared. I do the same thing when exiting. I'll stop at the threshold and take a scan around just to see if anybody's creeping on me or creeping on any of my neighbors. Plus, I just want to be a good steward of my community and check to see if somebody's in distress and needs an assist with anything, because I'm going to be there for them, because I never want to relinquish an opportunity to be Batman. Anyway, just a short vid clip on home invasion, and I hope you are well. Rock and roll.